Rory, mate, thank you so much for joining me here today. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. I know people have been dying for me to get you on this channel, so it's yeah, great stuff. How are you doing?
Good man, just kind of chilling. My daughter's coming back from preschool in a second, so if she interrupts this, I apologize. But yeah, I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing excellent, mate. And I've got to say, congratulations on the new album release. It's been out for a few weeks. How are you feeling about the whole thing? Because it's been met with rave reviews. I love it.
Thanks, dude. I feel good. It's cool to have it out to the world. We started recording it last September, so it's like it's crazy. I think some people think you like record an album and you put it out and it comes out a week later, but it's truly such an arduous process of recording it, mixing, mastering, and then artwork and advertising. There's just so much that goes into it. So it's funny that like we've been sitting with some of these songs for around a year now. So it's really crazy that they're finally out to the world. But I couldn't be happier. I'm thrilled. I'm excited to start playing some newer stuff live. Yeah.
I was about to say, because Australia might be one of the places that gets some of these songs live for the first time. Is there anything in the set list that you're like, okay, Australia's getting this first?
Yeah, they're getting Bloodlust and Crawl Back to My Coffin before anybody else. So I'm very excited. And we're looking at it right now. We might do like a little pop-up at in Melbourne, I think for the album where I might we just did it in LA where I played a few stripped down songs and we had a bunch of fans come out. So I think we're gonna do something similar in Melbourne. So that should be fun. I played like five songs off the record, just more stripped in piano, and it was super cool. Met a bunch of fans and just got to kind of celebrate the release of the record. So we have a we have a soft spot for Australia. It was a process. I feel like building our fan base over there, but it's cool to see that we spent time in kind of watering that plant and just seeing that it's grown into such a cool thing. Like I feel like we can play similar size rooms in Australia that headlining that we can in the States. So we're very thankful for that.
No, I definitely think you can because the two side shows sold out like that. Like if you weren't on tickets to get those, man, like so, yeah, well done. I think Australia's very excited to have you back down here. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I would hope so. I'm sure there's also kind of this sort of air of like you have to go and see this band if it's international because Lord knows when they're gonna come through again. But I know I think we intentionally picked smaller rooms for the side shows to kind of just blow them out and sell them out fast. And then I know we're talking about coming back to do a headliner in bigger rooms than we've ever done in Australia. So that'll be something to look forward to. But I'm excited to come and play good things and do those side shows. And yeah, we love Australia. Excited to get back over there.
Yeah, and doing good things will be kind of like the biggest exposure you've had to an audience and reaching the most people possible as well. How do you guys go? Because you got that reputation a little bit now of like almost that baddie core, and it really kind of suits that dark room atmosphere. How does Dayseeker go live in big sun shining, bright festival, happy days, flowers, everything?
We don't love it, if I'm being honest. It does. I really do feel like, and I only say that because I really do feel like our live show is so much better when it's experienced in a darker, moodier venue. And I feel like we invest a lot in our production and our light show. And it's funny because we just did a handful of festivals over the last couple of months, and most times we were playing when it was still daylight out. And so it's just funny. You'll have like a time coded light show, and you're playing and doing everything, and it's just funny. It's just so bright out at 2 in the afternoon, and it would almost be kind of like that watching Sleep Token play in daylight. It just feels
Yeah.
like it's sacrilegious kind of. But no, we're excited though. We've never really done any kind of like festival in Australia, and I've only heard really great things about this one. So I'm curious for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I assume a lot of people show up to it, so we're excited to play. Yeah.
I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised once you get there because the Australian audience, especially when we're out in the sun, it's almost like we're solar powered down here. So the energy is a bit more unreal. So I think you're going to appreciate it, but I can completely understand a creature in the black night is probably a little bit different when you're in a crowded room versus a sunny day.
Yeah, it's still gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
We're excited to come play it, but it is yeah, I'm curious to see how it goes. Our first festival's in Australia, but we have a great time when we're over there. I'm sure it'll be good.
No, it'll be good. It'll be good when it's called good things after all. The pun is intended at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Then tell me a little bit, especially with the new album as well, because it's got a vibe to it. I would definitely say it's got a vibe, especially the music videos. A Creature in the Black Night in particular. What went behind that? Because I instantly saw it. I don't know why. I was just like Blade. Just instantly reminded me of Blade.
That's great. That was kind of the vibe. It's funny actually because we were watching Blade a few years ago, and I it was one of those movies I saw when I was a kid or I was much younger, and then I resaw it recently, and they had that whole nightclub scene with the
Mm-hmm.
blood raining down, and I remember seeing that and just thinking, man, that's an iconic kind of scene in the movie. And when I was talking to the videographer at the time, we actually wanted to try and recreate something like that, and turns out the logistics of getting like 100 people into a room and having it rain blood from the ceiling is kind of a lot. And I think it was gonna max our budget out a little bit. And we spent so much on our music videos already that I think we had to, he's like, yeah, what if it was like a pool of dark, murky liquid and, we have the actress swimming in it. And I still think it's a cool video, but I'm really stoked that you still picked up on it because I did feel like that was that was kind of the I don't know, sort of the template that we were going for visually with that music video. So, but yeah, I'm super proud of it. I think the other music videos are great too. It was cool to see our songs kind of come to life through someone else's eyes, and they all did so well at just kind of taking our vision and running with it. And yeah, I'm super excited. I feel like it's the best like music video content we've put out
Oh
as a
yeah.
band so far. Yeah.
It's such high quality as well because you go Creature in the Black Night and it's all dark, it's moody, it's sexy, and yeah, like I said, Blade-esque instantly. I was halfway through the video, I'm like, it's kind of like Blade. I instantly think of the raining blood scene, but he also emerged from a bloodbath in that movie as well. You kind of just forget about that, so it's there anyway.
Yeah.
But and then Crawl Back in My Coffin is this beautiful, really highly saturated. You're walking on water, you're going through different realms and everything. Like the night and day difference between those two was unreal. Like, tell me about the Crawl Back in My Coffin experience because it really did kind of go, well, here's the dark, here's the light almost.
Yeah. I kind of just explained to our videographer for that video, Jensen, what I had written the song about. And it's just kind of about, like you're single and you're alone for a while, you're in your coffin, and then you meet somebody, they make you feel alive again, like you have a pulse. And so you go out of your coffin and you want to be alive again. And then they hurt you and metaphorically kill you. And then you go back to your grave because you were more comfortable there. But it's funny, I just explained that concept and the ideas that I had when I was writing it, and he sent back a treatment that was completely filled with this. Yeah, I want you guys playing in a cemetery, and we're gonna create a different world, and there's gonna be a different, unique female model for each world who represents a different element of fire, air, water, and earth,
Yeah.
and they're all gonna do a different hand gesture that kind of symbolizes something. I forgot exactly what it was, but there's one where I have like hands over my eyes. That's for kind of closing your eyes to toxic behaviors in a relationship,
Mm.
and another's hands on my shoulders for like control within a relationship. And he just had this beautiful concept, and I think Jensen is so good at creating a music video where it's it's like a rise and fall dynamically in the story as the song goes on versus there's some videographers you work with, they do a great job, but it just kind of feels like a jumbled collection of a bunch of really amazing shots put together. And I think we really appreciate Jensen doing a Pale Moonlight and Crawl Back to My Coffin. I think he just did such a good job at there's like a progressive story that happens
Yeah.
from the beginning till the very end. And it's funny, it was all shot on blue screen, and they did a bunch of set design for each woman and each element. And so it's funny because we spent 2 days, two 12-hour days back to back shooting the video. And it's kind of crazy because you don't know what it's going to look like until you get the video back because it's
Yeah.
just all blue screen behind you. But we were blown away when we saw it. I think I think it's my favorite video we've ever done, and one of my favorite songs we've ever written too.
Yeah, okay. When that came out as well, because I was fortunate enough to listen to the album before it was released, but I was like, I'll crawl back in my coffin has to be the one they're saving for the end. There was just something special about everything in that. And to see it come alive when the music video was released, it's like, oh, they captured the song perfectly, visually, everything. Because I'm a big visual learner. So it's just to see a song kind of brought to life in that way. I was like, they did it right. Hell yeah. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So well done to everyone involved and yourself for writing such an amazing song. And I'm very happy we get to see that live at Good Things. And speaking of that, that's just around the corner. I don't have a lot of time with you left, Rory, but is there anything you want to say to the fans that are coming out to these shows?
No, just we love all of our fans. We love our Australian fans definitely. It's so crazy because on the Spotify app for artists, you can see where your top streams are by city and stuff. And I think it's Melbourne or Sydney. It's one of those cities. Like in Australia, we are more popular than in some cities in America. So we love that place and we're excited to come back. And yeah, you guys get to hear some of our new album first before anybody else does live. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, thanks for your time though, man. I appreciate
No,
it, dude.
no, thank you, Rory. You enjoy it and enjoy that long flight. I know it's a bit of a long one, but we appreciate you. So have a
Yeah.
great day, mate.
Thanks, dude. Yeah,
Cheers.
you too. See
Yeah,
you.
cheers.